This is Miss Edna back here, and she is ready to be milked this morning. And we're actually going to check in with Sarah Finney. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
And Kristen is keeping hold of Miss Edna right now. Good morning. So she's been waiting to be milked for how long?
Well, we milked her at 5 o'clock this morning in the milking parlor, where there is a window, so if anyone comes by, you can see how we milk today.
And so how many times a day will that happen?
It happens twice. Starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, goes until about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then at night it starts at 5 and goes until 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. You're a producer. Yes, you are. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. All right, fair enough. So we're going to see Shawn milk Miss Edna.
Yes.
And
I can truly tell
have you ever
never, ever
You've never done this before?
No.
All right.
That's okay. I've taught a lot of people.
Okay.
So.
This is actually the first cow I've ever seen. No. This is
Okay,
not.
so
All
now
right.
sit on the straw
Do I have to
bale.
worry about Edna kicking me in the head here?
No. She's used to this. She's one of our milk cows that we do this on 4 times at
Okay.
4 hours a day. Ready?
Should I warm my hands?
Warm your hands up so she's not shocked.
Okay.
So
What am I going to do?
You're going to put your hand all the way at the base.
Yeah.
Kind of put it flat, put it all the way at the base, and then just squeeze one finger in at a time.
Okay.
Kind of primer here.
Are you priming the pump?
A little bit. That quarter is a little bit light. So if you want, you can.
I got to
try
go to
get
the far
back
one?
Try to go to the
Okay.
far
And
one.
gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm holding that, and then I'm.
Yeah,
Oh!
perfect.
Do you see that?
You just milked a
I was
cow.
born to milk.
Look at that. Sarah, how long does it take to really, I mean, when you've got to get the hang of this, I mean, now
Yeah.
you're using machines to do it,
Yeah,
but back in the
absolutely.
day, I mean, they did all of this by hand.
They used to do it all by hand.
man.
It used to take a long time. That's why herd sizes were very small. People would only have a few cows because it took so long to milk them.
But now, because we've got the machinery, we
Yeah.
can get it done in a matter of hours.
Yeah, actually, it'll only take about 10 minutes to milk out a cow.
Shawn's not a very good aim. Can I just tell you?
It's really hard to aim it.
She's just.
actually.
Oh, Shawn, here's your. This is
yeah,
your.
here you go, your
This is your
coffee cup.
challenge.
Oh, terrific.
Get yourself a nice.
Latte? Anyone? Latte?
Now, we talked about there are 2,800 dairy farms in Ohio. I mean, this
Yeah.
is an enormous Ohio industry. How many
Absolutely.
cows are we talking about?
Oh.
Lots and lots. But in any case,
about a few million.
got
I
one.
think.
wow. So we're talking about millions of gallons of milk coming out of Ohio every year. Where does that put our dairy industry in the U.S.?
Ohio's dairy industry is number 11 in the U.S.
That's still
Look at
pretty
that.
impressive.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
way impressive.
I'm
So,
really getting good
are
at this.
you-
Yeah, it's got a nice little collection in
Thank
there.
you very much. Oh, yeah, look at that. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Splenda.
Jumping right in there. So now, Miss Edna is accustomed to all of this happening.
Yes,
How long does
absolutely.
it take for somebody to get accustomed to being milked?
The first time they're milked is a little interesting because
took
they
me
aren't
5
used
minutes.
to it. Yeah. But really, once you start milking them, it kind of relieves the pressure in there, and they don't mind it
They
at
actually
all.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Now, does she need to, well, how do I put this delicately? To continue to produce milk, she has to have a reason. So, how do we make that happen?
Well, so they.
Well, okay, if you were
Are
to
you doing Cow 101?
well, okay, you wouldn't produce milk if you didn't have a reason to, right?
Well, sometimes I'm bored.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But we want Miss Edna to do it all the time.
Yeah. So what it is they have to have a calf in order to produce milk. And they have their first calf generally around 2 years of age. They're normally about full grown at three years because they're still growing that last year. So they'll have their calf. We'll milk her for a few months without getting her pregnant again. We'll get her pregnant again and continue milking her for a few months after she's pregnant, and then we'll stop milking her. So that she can have time to recover and really put her energy towards
So
that
it turns
gestation
out that
period.
you are not just a milk factory, you're a baby factory.
Yes, she is.
You are.
In
All right.
fact, we just had 2 babies born this morning at 4 o'clock over at the birthing center.
And you can see that here at the Ohio State
Yes,
Fair. There's
that's
always somebody
phenomenal.
being born.
Yeah, and there are 2 baby calves over there if we don't have any in the birthing pens.
I've decided
appreciate
I'm going
it.
to be a surrogate mom here.
Thank you for helping us out this morning. Miss Edna, we appreciate
You've been
your help
so well
too.
behaved.